Hello, beautiful people. I know it's so random, right? Another random reading. My energy is low because it's obviously really late, and I don't even know if I'll catch any of you guys, if any of you guys will be awake. But I got home, I changed, and I'm not smoking still, and I'm just struggling with like insomnia and stuff like that. But the messages have been like, it's like nonstop. Hey guys, I know I'm up. You guys are up? I already started talking. I just didn't think, I thought you guys would catch it in the morning or something. But hey guys. Yeah, we up. Um I'm I'm struggling with the insomnia because I'm not smoking, but like I was saying, the downloads are so intense. There's no like numbing. They're just really intense. So I kept seeing this card. And you guys usually know, like, we shuffle, we pray. Like, I don't usually come in with a card, but this card, I, I, I visualized it, and then I knew that the collective was being heavily discussed. So, and this could be in many different ways. I don't know if we'll pull another energy. Honestly, I'm tired, but I'm not. Like, it's just such an uncomfortable feeling. But I'm getting through it, guys. I'm not giving up. And I'm doing it. And I just want to thank everyone for the love, the support, and the advice you gave me. Like, I wish I came on in the morning. You would see how much better I look. Like, you guys really pumped me with love, and I like bloomed like a flower. Like, my bags went down, like, color came back in my skin, and I'm like, wow, Angel Gang's powerful for real. And I appreciate everyone who just poured in exactly what I've poured in is exactly what I got back. That's what the divine kept telling me. Like, don't act weird. You allowed yourself in a moment of vulnerability to receive everything that it is you give. So thank you, collective. And for those of you that are triggered by me talking about myself on my own channel, I don't even have the brain power to go there right now. It's not even about you, motherfuckers. Okay? I was actually quite shocked at how many people were triggered by the last reading I did, which validated for me that that's the direction we're going. The authenticity. I know, guys, when I pop off and I'm loud and shit, yes, it's not the greatest energy, but I have cried, I have yelled, I have danced, I have sang, I have given you all of me. Okay? Because that's what we talk about. Integrating our authentic self. And just thank you for everyone that just makes it a safe space for me and everybody else here. Angel Gang. And they're watching. They are watching us hard. I don't know who these people are. They don't like, they don't share, they don't subscribe, they would never admit that they're here. But they tune in religiously. I don't know what they're looking for. I don't know what they're waiting to see. But anyways, collective. I want to talk about this. So in the Lenormand, in this particular Lenormand, this is the card of the rats. So the way Eugene describes it is that this rat is talking to these two rats about the asker, so about you. So you're not any of these people here. I mean, you could be going to other people, and we'll read it like that. We always read it if it's you and if it's not you, right? And I feel very proud that we do that, because a lot of people project in their readings the energy that's a reflection of them. So they'll hear a reading and then immediately project it onto somebody else and not see that the universe was trying to give them a message, a mirroring message about their own self. But anyways, we'll read it both ways. The first way, if you are none of these people, there's many different discussions, because collective, you are being heavily discussed right now. So if this is career, I feel like there could be a debate. So if you interviewed, so this could be like the big boss, and there's a debate here. They're debating if this is you, collective, there's a debate of whether you should be hired. One person doesn't want to hire you and the other person does. And there's a debate going on about who should be hired. And this could be actually a heavy debate that you didn't have any clue about. It could be the difference between hiring somebody new and successioning somebody, and somebody's like, no, we need to hire somebody new. Somebody's like, no, we need to succession them. And I feel like the boss is like, I don't give a fuck what you do. I just need somebody in the seat. So you're being discussed. If this is the workplace, I feel like it has to do with your employment or your successioning, and there is some kind of debate going on about it. Not everybody, like, it's not a consensus decision. Yes, Angel Gang is heavily protected at this time, and I'm telling you, the more you go in the fire, you face you face what it is you need to about yourself that stops, blocks, and limits you, the more protection you get. The more you thrust yourself into this, the more protection is required. That just naturally comes with it. So I know the collective's feeling very like brave and confident to do certain things that they might not have had the strength or the courage to do before. All of those fears that you faced really allowed you to feel the genuine energy of that. I can do this. I have the energy. I have the courage to do this. And it was only the illusion of your fear that was making you think you didn't. But anyway, if this is also career, this could be like, I'm getting like a mix of social and career. So if this is like a group that's trying to start like an entrepreneurial endeavor, the group is talking about you. And you could be very triggered by this because you're like, I should have been at that meeting. Why was I not there? Why were they discussing that without me? Why was I not? You were being discussed. That's why you were not invited. They wanted to discuss you without you being there. No, you didn't miss a lot. I just came on. I don't think I've ever read at this time of evening. Hello, Flower of Christ. Hey, Olivia. Hey, Worthy. Hey, guys. Late night downloads. I do them on Patreon all the time. Well, not all the time. I have my phases with them, either in the morning or in the nights. Sometimes really early, sometimes really late. But I don't think I've ever come on YouTube with you guys this late. Hey, Summer says. Hey, Katie. Hey, Mandio. Hey, Amza. Did I say that right? I like that name if I did. Hey, Black Professor. Wagwan family. Vasuda? Oh, I love that name. It reminds me of a friend I had back in the day. Hey, Destiny. I love you, period. Hey, Tiffany. What are you guys doing up so late? Anyways, what am I asking? Anyway, so that's all still with the workplace. This whole message is going to be surrounding how the collective is being heavily discussed. There's too many different variants. There's too many different possibilities. So we're going to run through as many as my brain can right now, okay? I'm still getting in the workplace. If this is in the workplace, there could have been an issue that occurred and you're being discussed, and then you're going to have an opportunity to discuss somebody else. It's almost like the boss is trying to ask for two people to account what occurred, and you are being discussed. Somebody is speaking about you in some kind of situation occurring in the workplace. So this isn't about employment. These people are all employed here, but there was something that occurred. It could have been even like an issue, like a mistake, or there was some, and I feel like people are all trying to pass the blame around. Jamil, if you guys have possibilities for this, share this, okay? This is the focus. Like, it was a very strong energy. You are on people's tongues. You're on people's minds. It's more than on people's minds. You are being discussed in rooms. This could be even rooms that you didn't think you were being discussed in, and could be very shocked by who reaches out to you, how you are seeked, headhunted. Going back to the other thing, I'm still tapping into this, like something happened and everybody's taking turns trying to go to the boss and throw somebody under the rug. The irony collective is I think you're the only one who hasn't done this, and the boss is going to gravitate to you because of that. And it's the people doing it think it's the other way around. Well, if we communicate the narrative first and we do it together, it'll reinforce it. Whoever this employer is, they're very smart. This isn't their first rodeo. This employer doesn't like a snitch. This employer doesn't like a teacher's pet. This employer also knows when they're being manipulated. And this is what this boss isn't liking this. It's giving me the assassin vibes where this actually turns on the people who went and tried to like sabotage you or blame something on you. It's almost like somebody could have asked you for help in the workplace and you offered them the help, but it was like you're there to help them, not do it for them. So whatever their function was or responsibility, they failed at it and then had the audacity to go and blame the person who was just trying to help them. It wasn't that person's responsibility. Like, this is somebody who's super codependent, lazy, and lacks like work ethic, but is very good socially, manipulative, and like can work that side. That's where they're talented. They're not actually skilled and talented in their function. They're skilled and talented in working rooms and conversations and keeping it all docked in the mind. Who knows what and who thinks, oh, it's that. Somebody's really good at that. The problem is this, whoever this boss is, they're not liking it. They're feeling like why are you doing this? Something isn't right there. So I just think that backfires. If anybody's trying to like sabotage your job, throw you under the rug, that definitely backfires. I also feel if somebody copied your work or was inspired by your work without giving you any kind of recognition. So this is somebody who speaks down on you, but then observes you, takes your information, it's a form of copying. They're being called out. Somebody is going to communicate to them that they know that they're not being authentic and that they are siphoning somebody's energy, essentially. But I doubt they'll use those words. But I mean, they might, but I doubt it. I think they're just going to be like, you're a follow fashion, or you're a copycat, or be your authentic self, or why are you doing that? That's not your thing. Or where did you get that from? Because it wasn't original. Or I actually know where that came from and it wasn't you. Or it wasn't your idea. I actually saw somebody speak or do about this. You get what I'm trying to say? So somebody's going to get put on the spot about that. So yeah, that could be very uncomfortable for someone. Now, if this is socially, like with friends and stuff like that, family, let me go to family first. I feel like there are siblings going to a parent about a concern they have for another sibling. Someone's concerned about the well-being of a sibling. It's you. Remember, these people are talking about the asker, which is you, right? So you could be in hermit mode, you could be going through something, and there are people close to you who are genuinely concerned going to somebody who's even closer to you. They're a bigger figure in your life. You see how this rat's bigger than this one? Because metaphorically speaking, they're a bigger figure in your life than them. But it seems to be these two people are going, or they don't have to be a bigger, more prominent figure. They could just be, this could be like a professional. This doesn't have to be a family member. It could be a parent, but two people are going to someone about help and assistance with you. Like collective struggling, they're going through something right now. Like, how can I help them? Like, I need your help. Collective needs you. This could even be financially. Somebody could owe you money and they're going to somebody else to ask for it. Like somebody's going to borrow money to pay you back. They feel like I need to pay collective back and I need to do it so much that I need to actually borrow money again in order to do it. So somebody's going to pass the debt along, pass the borrowed money from one person to another person. So they're going and talking about somebody could be like really like talking shit and lying, like collective's a fucking bitch. They did this, this, and this. And I feel like somebody's looking at them and going, identifying that the way they're communicating is so imbalanced so that it's probably not accurate. Because it's so one-dimensional, one perspective. Somebody's just using their intellect and being like, even if this person feels like it's the truth and they're not like consciously lying to me, I know I don't have the full truth because they're just speaking from such a skewed space. Like they're not being balanced or objective or looking at it from a bird's eye view or putting themselves in anybody's shoes. So they're not like the greatest person to get tea from. You know what I mean? Like you're still gonna have to go and find out the other sides because this person could only speak of one, if that makes sense. I thought I was seeing things. No, Miss Fallon, I am up. I am in withdrawal and it affects my sleep, but my downloads are so intense and they're nonstop, which is almost, that's where I feel exhausted because my mind just is like constantly but it feels amazing to be just pumped with just so much information again. Um, can it be the people that's like 50 and 60 have identified problems like what's wrong with you, and you got these monsters controlling the corporate office? Fought with my family a couple of days ago. Divine Fem 9, they are discussing you. Those are the vibes, right? And they could be discussing how you stood your ground about something, and how, and what's funny is, for those of you that stood your ground, Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. People are discussing how to work with it now. Oh, funny how that happens, right? It's like water. Water will go in this direction, but if you put a dam there, it's going to have to find another way to go. You created a boundary, and look how people are adapting to it. Oh, wow, would you look at that, collective? Oh, this is why they told you boundaries were so important. Look at the collective getting their way, and it was so easy. All they had to do was state their boundary, and look at everybody discussing it. Oh, well, look what we have to do now. Like, oh, we have to handle this. And you don't have to worry about all this. It's not for you to worry about. You created a boundary. Now, if somebody creates the boundary for you, now that's maybe you discussing with other people. You know, somebody told me this, they're not going to do this anymore, so now I'm going to have to do this. Or, you know, they don't want to support like this anymore, or whatever the case is. Can't believe this is all from this one card. If this is romantic, you could have family members going to like a matriarch or a patriarch and like trying to turn the matriarch or patriarch against your partner for whatever reason. They could genuinely think that like your partner isn't a good person, and like wants the matriarch to like convince you to leave them. Or they could just be jealous, spiteful, uneducated, and ignorant, meaning they actually haven't taken the time to ask you about what your relationship is like. They've just watched it, observed, and come to their own conclusions, which are full of their own projections, and have now gone to this person explaining about how horrible this relationship is for you when they wouldn't even know. So I'm not saying they're wrong, but I'm just saying these people wouldn't even know, because they didn't even bother to really ask. They're just judging based on perception, and that perception is distorted by their own projections from their own toxic relationship experience. Okay. All right. So there was that. I also feel like, on a lighter note, on a brighter note, on a warmer, sexier note, somebody is talking to someone about, okay, now romance is bringing in all these fucking messages about this. So for some of you, let me get this one out first. For some of you, you know this person, and they are going to other people to try to get advice as to, you've created some kind of boundary with them, and they are discussing with other people like how to get you back. For some of you, the boundary is like, we're not going to get back together. Like this breakup, it's done. Or I'm moving out, and you could have threatened that before, and now you're standing your ground and actually taking actions to do that. So it's like you're backing your words up with actions, and this is triggering somebody to have discussions with other people that they didn't when they thought you were just all talk. Somebody actually believes you now because your actions are matching your words. You said you had enough, your actions are reflecting that. You're not saying, oh, I had enough, and you're still fucking each other, or you're still spending money, or you're still financially supporting, or whatever the case is. Somebody's actually backing up what they said, and there's people really discussing about this, like, you know, there is no, if that, in this message in particular, there is no, like, you don't go around it, you just have to accept. Somebody just has to accept your boundary, and your boundary is to come out of union, not work with them, not invest in them, not support them financially or emotionally anymore. Some of you guys created a boundary surrounding like a social group. Like you just feel they're low vibe. Like they just gossip all the time. They have nothing good to say. They're always complaining, even if they have good things in their life. You just feel like you don't want to be around a particular social group. They're talking about that, how you've distanced yourself and how you think you're better than them. And no, you don't think you're better than them. You think life is better than how they view it. So you're going to become an energetic vibrational match to people who see the world like that too. Because I'm telling you right now, if you stay around these people, they will bring your energy down to a reality that you have worked so hard to supersede. So honor yourself when you're like, I don't know if this is really my steez anymore. Because for some of you, you're done with a social group, and it's just so funny how they're talking about you and how they're trying to spin it. And it's funny because they're going to end up turning on each other. So the people who are discussing you in this shape and form and fashion in this particular message is going to just turn on each other, and everything they said about you, they're just going to say about each other. So who cares? Okay, who cares? Okay, we're still on this card. Let me get some water. Sorry. I just feel so, oh my God. Withdrawal. I can't keep doing this. Like, once I get over this hump, I can't keep doing the withdrawal. It's so hard on my body. But I really am doing fantastic, and I'm so proud of myself. I feel like I can see the angel gang. Can you see all the love you pumped into me? Can you see it? Can you see it? Valerian is the best thing to help me with sleeping. It's just I haven't gotten it. I have to go to the health food store. So now we're going to use tarot all to just clarify this, just to help me out a little bit. Like I said, I didn't really need the tarot. I could have just read all this, but I just feel like the tarot might help me give me more variance as to what this energy, how the collective is being heavily discussed. It's heavily discussed. It's almost excessive. Now I heard excessive. So these two people might tell this person, why do you keep talking about them? If you don't like them, why do you keep discussing them? If you don't want to be with them anymore, why do you keep like talking about them, asking about them? Somebody keeps asking about somebody they swore they didn't want to be with or didn't care about or was less than them. So then why are you inquiring about them? Somebody might actually see through somebody's social media their obsession about somebody that they actually denied having any interest in. And that is also being discussed. I don't know why this is so funny to me. So much discussions. These people won't shut the fuck up. Not you, collective, the rats. Like, they just won't shut the fuck up. And then I looked down and King J Savage, I saw, oh no, cut the fuck up. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. But anyway. They won't shut the fuck up. Like, it's 3 a.m. and they're still talking. I had to come on and discuss it. I'm like, well, if you motherfuckers ain't gonna shut up, okay, I'm up. We're gonna tap in then. Like, fuck. Anyways, I'm not done. Somebody's asking about your new partner. You have an ex asking about your new partner. And I felt the rage. I felt the burn. So for those of you that this applies to, you probably didn't feel the burn. You could have felt triggered by even hearing that, but I think you're completely oblivious, and you're going to feel triggered when you find this out in the 3D, that you have some ex asking about you, or no, there's an ex asking about the person you're with. So some of you guys could have debuted a new partner, or you started stepping out with somebody new, introducing them to friends, family, or whatever. Somehow this person is still like logistically connected to you somehow. I don't even fucking know. They're acting passive. Somebody wants to know about who somebody's with right now. Like they're heavily discussing this, investigating this. Somebody wants to know, like, did they leave? When did they get to? Somebody wants to know the timeline. You have an ex that wants to know the timeline. They're obsessed about some kind of fucking timeline of like the overlapping, if there was overlapping. I don't even know. I'm seeing this also as like a teacher or a principal speaking to 2 parents about a child. This could be you. You could be younger. I don't know how young you are listening to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Go to bed. Child, you're being discussed. You're slacking in school. The principal's going to speak to your parents. How young are you? Like, if this is like still in school, like if this is like university, these 2 people got caught doing something. And I feel like it's you, and somebody else got caught doing something. I feel like it's you. For some of you, this is a doctor speaking to two people. So again, I'm seeing this as you possibly collective going, you and your partner could be going to a doctor. You could be, this could be like an appointment. You could be pregnant. This could be getting a scan. So you could be taking a new partner to get like tested for STDs and you're going to a doctor, or somebody's advising this to somebody else. Somebody could be accusing you of giving them an STD, but really it was somebody else. What? For someone, this is a masculine. His two baby mothers have cornered him. Real bad. He feels on the defense. He wants to run. He's getting demands from them both. They both want this. They both want this. They're both demanding it. They're both not fucking around. They're both threatening to go to court. They're both fucking in his ass at the same damn fucking time, and he can't run anywhere. He's frightened. He's frightened. Whoa, I can't believe all of this from one card. Let's pull tarot and see if there's anything else. Been celibate as long as I have been sober. Ooh, I feel the palpable energy. Just know all that energy you accumulated during your celibacy and in tandem with your sobriety is like, it's like an atomic bomb of fucking power to manifest. And, oh, okay, we're not done. We're still on the same card, okay? Please like the video, guys, even though I think everybody else in the tribe is just sleeping, so I don't think it will circulate anyways. Somebody's talking about how they're stringing you along. If you feel like you're being strung along by somebody, somebody's discussing that them doing that. Like that's their intention. Somebody's discussing how they're like torn between two lovers. Like they don't know who to pick and they're discussing it. And I feel like they could either be getting, this person could be getting consensus advice. Like they could be, these two rats could be saying the exact same thing to this person, or these two people are saying different things, opposing things, making this person just more confused. I also feel like somebody's explaining on your behalf, collective, why you were able to attend something. So you could be getting judged like, why wasn't collective at this, or why didn't they show up to that? And somebody's like, because they're going through something, they are taking time for themselves, or they could even just lie on your behalf and be like, you know, collective was sick, or meanwhile, you just didn't want to be there or something like that. Like somebody's defending you to other people. And it's defense and like making up an excuse for you. I'm also seeing this as somebody telling these two people to mind their fucking business about you. Somebody's going to these two people and being like, what's it to you? And why is it your business? And why are you discussing this? It's not your business. Neither of you guys know what's going on about you, collective. Somebody has your back here. Somebody is very irritated about how other people are gossiping about you. And I feel like it's because this person knows about these people. And it's like, okay, like, do you want me to start gossiping about you? Like, somebody is really projecting on you, collective. And I feel like that everything they've projected onto you is about to be given back to them. I want to use a little example. I found this really interesting after the last reading that I did. Obviously, I was really triggered. I was very open and vulnerable to you guys about where I was at. Okay, and I'm very proud of my ability to be able to do that when many people can't even do that to their nearest and dearest, and I can do it to people I don't even know. But I was actually really shocked about how many people were triggered. And I've experienced this my whole life, where people, as long as I'm offering them support and serving them, they don't care what my process is, what I go through, as long as I'm able to show up and serve them. But the last reading, it wasn't really like that. I actually came to you guys looking for you guys to pour into me like I have into you, and the real angel gang showed up, you know. So I know I need to carry on in the authenticity while still doing what I do best, which is read for you guys and tap into the energies and support you in acknowledging what's actually there and facing what everybody projects and refuses to see within themselves, which is a habitual problem in the tarot community. People read from a perspective of outside. We're reading about somebody outside. It's everybody but you collective, unless it's the good stuff. And then you end up watching people live out the good stuff. But I thought it was you in the reading they were talking about. But now you're just going through all the karmic energy you heard in the reading that you were applying to some ex that you think is going to regret all the things they've done and run back to you. But they actually view you as being just as karmic as them, right? So that probably won't happen because you were a mirror. Thank you. I'm a great light worker. And I'm now you guys blew up my head and have me all like, you know, feeling myself now. I went from being all insecure and I'm like, I am. Angel Gang fucking told me I am. Anyways. Some of you guys pulled back your energy from someone and they are fucking spiraling. And this is somebody who played it really cool. This is somebody that you were really tentative to. You know, you really wanted to know what was Empress energy. You were very nurturing and tentative to them. And the Empress pulled back, whether male or female, the same energy, this nurturing, pouring in, available energy. And it's more of an energy like being inquisitive, wanting to know, wanting to discuss, wanting to nurture, being available. When the Empress is no longer available, you feel that. You feel that in your heart, your head, in your pockets, in your stomach. When the Empress pulls back your energy, every area of your life feels it. You feel, if you don't have your own Empress energy in you, whether male or female, when the Empress energy leaves you, you feel like you have left summer and went straight into the dead of winter. Becca, I tried, but she blocked me, so I blocked her back. Look at us petty at this late this night. Yes, he tried to act nonchalant. He told me he didn't hold down his job after I left him. The effects. Oh, well, he shouldn't have fumbled the bag. What's the bag? You see the projection? He shouldn't have fumbled the bag. But how do you fumble yourself and your greatest opportunities? How have you fumbled your own self? And that, it just goes back. So like I was saying, these people who I pour into and love and support, when it was time for them to love and support me back in a moment of vulnerability, they turned on me and were very triggered by me. And then they go out in the world and sit in tarot wondering why all the people they love and support don't love them back. Well, they treat you just the way you treat people who love and support you. Because that's all I do to you motherfuckers. I just pour in trying to support people I don't know that will never fucking know, you know? And then I come in a moment of vulnerability and it's too much and you're so full of yourself and all this shit. Where else am I supposed to be full of myself? If it's not on my own social media platforms, am I supposed to be full of myself on your social media platforms? Like you are on mine? Let me stop. Anyways, I just think it, like, for those of you, I just hope you see that within yourself. If you were really triggered about me being vulnerable and looking for support from the same people I've supported, just know that that's why you experience what you experience. You go and you support these people. I just heard it was, for some of you, it's a man. And the same way you love and support the man and pour into him is how I've poured into you. And he treats you just like you treat me. When you need support, he's busy fucking somebody else and doing something else and judging you and wondering why you're being so sensitive and you're so full of yourself. And you're thinking, what? I just loved and support you for all this time. And now I need a little bit of help. And I'm being selfish? Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Just being honest. And I'm always going to be that. And I am going to cuss, and that's not going to change. And I am going to cry. That's not going to change. And I'm going to dance, and I'm going to sing, and I'm going to be one of the realest people you see do this work here. Let me tell you that. And thank you, Angel Gang, for really validating that and making me not, like, see it any other way. Like, make me feel valued by doing my work and showing up the way I did. The last reading, that's the direction. You guys shined. There were over 500 comments of valuable, of advice and support. It's like, I'm going to go back to that video and read those comments for God knows how long. Because it's like a reference book. You guys put so much fucking advice in that shit. I was like, I was overwhelmed. I'm like, it's too much. Like, I'm honored to have met you. I love you guys. The Empress flew out again. You are being heavily discussed. Over and over, you're the topic of conversation. They will not come off of it. And this is male or female. For some of you, if you're a male watching, you're identifying to you're identifying to the Empress as being somebody else. So you're like, that's me talking about the Empress to all these people. That's me, trying to break down the boundaries that she had to create or he had to create because I wasn't being whatever. It's like, either way, the Empress is being heavily discussed. The 5 of coins, somebody is in heavy regret. Ooh, shit. Oh, shit. Somebody didn't know somebody was the Empress. Oh, no. Oh, that somebody must feel very fucked up. Oh, that's why the 5 of coins. Somebody feels left out in the cold because of their inability to be able to identify value, true value. And because they have ascended, they have a better sense of that now, and they are reflecting on that. I don't even fucking know. But somebody, look at how they're holding their head. Well, you would definitely hold your head like that if you couldn't identify the Empress or the Emperor. Even if you look at the Empress and the Emperor as opportunities, those are massive opportunities. And imagine you're like, I don't care about that, or that ain't gonna go nowhere, and then it ends up going everywhere you thought it would never go, but you were trying to make it. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Okay? The 8 of Cups. Look at somebody's energy surrounding you, collective. This is why you're being discussed for some of you so heavily. Somebody has a lot of heavy energy. They didn't know the decision to make. Somebody didn't. They're reflecting on how they were unable to identify the Empress, identify the opportunity, why they made the mistake that they did then, even though it's so different from what they would do now. So for some of you, this is somebody from the past that you would never think is talking about you. They are. Heavily. Not your problem. Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe you have to see the mirror. Maybe you have to see the mirror. Let's just not look at this like, yes, we are being heavily discussed, but collective, you know this energy. You're either in this energy now, you have been, or you will be. I told you, collective, you have to look at this as you're being heavily discussed, but as if you, as well as if who have you been talking about? Who have you been discussing? Who has been heavy on your tongue? Who have you been flapping your jaw about? Oh, all of a sudden I saw these light bulbs start going off. Oh, look at all the conscious awareness. I know. It's hard to find it. Anyway. Oh, wow. Some of you guys are really, yes, do it. Yes. Oh, I love that we can do this. There's 650 people in here at 3 o'clock in the morning. What time is it? It's 3 a.m. Flower of Christ. I love your name, Flower of Christ. Fucking parched. TT, it's bedtime. Time to go to sleep. She's like, yeah, so shut the fuck up then. She's like, what are you doing on the phone at this time? I'm talking to these people. She's like, close the portal. Shit, I don't even know what I was talking about. It's one in Edmonton. The vibes are vibing. The 9 of Cups. The vibes are vibing. Ooh, somebody's talking about your wish fulfillment. You guys had some manifestations come through. Yeah, eh? Yeah, you guys had a little wish fulfillment. Look at these manifestations trickling in. Wish fulfillment, wish fulfillment. People are talking about it heavily. And there's different conversations occurring. So for those of you that are like experiencing a lot of success and wish fulfillment and stuff like that, there are different conversations occurring about the state that you're in and the vibration you've achieved and what is happening in your third dimension because of it. You have people that are very inspired and are using your inspiration to inspire other people. They value, they've chose not to be jealous. They chose to be inspired, and they're inspiring other people. Somebody's like, can you believe Collective did that? Like, that's so amazing. That's so cool. I'm so happy for them. Oh, they were struggling so bad. Like, do you see how it turned around for them? Like, somebody could be emotional by your wish fulfillment. Like, I fucking knew it. I knew Collective would make it out. Somebody who really encouraged you not to give up and shit, you know? And then, on the dark side, you have the people who are bitter and chose to be jealous instead of inspired, because and when people choose to be jealous instead of inspired, please know that is due to their own lack mindset. These people have lack mindsets. When you are jealous of somebody, you have a lack mindset. That is literally the only cause for jealousy. If you think highly and abundantly of yourself and of life, there's nothing to be jealous of. If you see yourself as being beautiful, why would you be jealous of the beauty of anyone else? If you saw yourself as abundant, why would you care about what anybody else has, even if they have more money than you? If you are abundant enough to get what you want and live the life you want, like, do you get where I'm going with that? Jealousy doesn't make sense. Poverty consciousness does. And we were talking about that last session, right? Somebody's talking about how you don't deserve this wish fulfillment. They are literally cursing their life. What you wish for others, what you think others deserve, is the fate, the reality, and the karma you cast upon yourself. Somebody thinks you don't deserve what you worked hard to earn for yourself. How do you think that turns out for them? If it were to mirror back for them, if they were to get that back. Or maybe it already is projected on them. Maybe they're triggered because they know that the wish fulfillment that they've achieved, they didn't deserve and had it collected off of them. So these are people who thought they won, and the devil came and collected off of them, because the devil always comes and collects off of what it lent you, which is why the divine always told you to earn your shit. Don't borrow. And if you do, just know that you will get collected on. And that's fine, as long as you're conscious about it. But yeah, somebody cursed their own life because they wished ill on somebody else, and they are going to experience that curse. It's fast enough for them to identify that this is what I wished on somebody else. And that is a harsh way to learn a lesson, but they will learn the lesson after this. Or you, us. I know I've learned this lesson the hard way, which is why I don't wish nothing for nobody ever. Nothing. Unless it's the best of the best. Okay? Because that's what I want for myself. I will not curse myself wishing bad on anybody, because I'm not eating that. I have spent years balancing my karma and my bad mind. I'm not adding to it. Okay, we're keeping it above board, folks. Keeping it above board. All right. All right, we're going to wrap this. This was all surrounding the Seven of Wands being discussed. Look at you're also being discussed. There could be people who want to like rise up against you. Like people discussing like a plan to like do something to you. Oh, look. And then justice strikes them. What they were planning on plotting literally comes back to them. So while they were plotting on you to rise up against you, someone was literally in the process of rising up against them. And the universe considers this all justice. Shout out to the Libras that are up this late at night. Your energy coming through with a bang. Sagittarius energy here. Yes. There's a lot of justice coming in Sagittarius season. I saw that here too. A lot of justice. And it's justice. It's real. It's the justice. And collective, it's whatever idea of justice you believe in. So this could end up being feeling really good or not feeling really good. But just know your idea of justice, what you were focused on and what you told the universe, this will be justice. This is justice, is what's going to occur. So instead of saying the justice would be that for them to die or for them to suffer, the justice is for them to not die and for them to not suffer. Do you get how you're putting it out in the universe different? So if somebody hurts you, collective, instead of saying justice would be for them to get what they deserve, to feel the same negative, send it back to return to sender, the same they deserve to get exactly what they did to me. If you were to get a wish from a genie, that would be it. What, do you want something for yourself instead? Like, fuck them. Like, fuck them. Literally, fuck them. Justice is about what you deserve because of what you went through, collective, and what you didn't perpetuate. All the fucked up things that happened to you that you guys didn't perpetuate. And then God asks you, what's justice? And you go for them to all burn in hell? No, bitch. It's for you to get everything you've ever wanted. The love, the peace, the healing, the success. To live out all the dreams people said you couldn't. To have all the success people said you wouldn't. That's justice. And if you believe in the laws, you will never wish for the people who hurt you to suffer because they're suffering already. They were suffering when you met them. They're going to suffer during and they're going to suffer after. Oh, now I'm going to get people bothering me about, oh, the yelling. And I'm passionate. Okay? And the man you're chasing probably wants you to be a little bit more passionate too. Okay, I'm not going to get nasty. I'm sorry. That was my shadow feeling defensive about how people lashed out at me in a moment of vulnerability. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. But we're going to wrap it up there. Okay. Collective, you are heavily discussing people. Okay. Be mindful about how you discuss people, mindful about who you discuss people with, and be consciously aware about what you want from people when you are talking to them. Do you want them to make up your mind for you? Do they want you to validate a decision you already made? Do you want them to make the decision? What do you go to people for? Advice, a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on? What? Be mindful of that. And if we look at it the other way around, all the people who are talking about you, you guys will find this out. This is a very prominent energy. It affects you somehow. It's like whatever this discussion is, it's what happens before the physical action. Remember, the Seven of Wands is a physical card. It speaks of action. So these are all of this will get revealed to you because there's action associated with this discussion. Okay. And all right, guys, 720 people at fucking 3 a.m, Angel Gang. Your passion is the reason I'm Angel Gang. I love you guys. Like, seriously, the way you poured into me, I felt like what I would feel like I felt like how you guys feel when you tell me I impact you. That's what I felt like. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was crying, and then the advice, and then I'm Googling shit. Like, it was dope. And then all the kin numbers people threw up, that had me emotional. That was super dope. All the kin numbers, 720 in rotation. Yes, Lord. Becca. Hey, Kaki. We got your back like chiropractic. And you know I be going to the chiropractor. So I resonate with that. So I know it's true. And you know what chiropractors do? They help you to do what? Align. Yelly. I heard somebody laugh. I think it was Yelly. Jada Smith. QC, quality control. I don't know why I heard that. Little baby? No, I'm just joking. Quality control. Oh, some of you guys work in quality control. Yeah, I said quality control as in like little babies. I'm so ghetto. Some of you guys work in quality control. Oh, this could be what some of this is. Somebody's discussing quality control. Anyway. Oh my God. So excited about, I don't even want to discuss that demon's name, but I was just so happy that he got outed. Anybody who's a real reader already knows that demon and what he's done and didn't need anybody to file a lawsuit or expose him. Okay, anybody who's a real reader who taps in and is plugged into hip-hop culture already knows. And I just really felt excited. I just felt like, yes, justice is upon us. You can run, fools, but you can't hide. And you guys think it was the divine that went for him? No, it was the devil. It wasn't the divine. The divine don't have nothing for him. Unless you earn it, the divine has nothing for you. That's why the divine's always trying to encourage us to like earn it from within and build it from within. And because that's how they're able to fucking protect that shit. And the devil can't come from nothing, not a shred of grass. But the devil went and collected on that fool. Big time. And we haven't even seen it yet. And what was really beautiful was, I just want to say this. I don't want to discuss these people's name on my shit. Like I'm not into that, but like rest in peace to Kim Porter. Rest in peace to her. She's brave and she's a whole angel and she will not stop until she brings that fool to light. She will not stop. Why do you think it took so long for Cassie to come through? I mean, there were certain things, but Kim Porter's been working on that girl from time, encouraging her, you can do it, protecting her, supporting her. Kim Porter was all up in that. All up in that. Rest in peace, Earth Angel. Anyway, and the crimes against you will be revealed because we all know what happened to her. If you're a real reader or you're plugged into hip hop for real, you know. But anyways, I was just so excited about that. Felt like Christmas. It's like, oh, look at here. It's time. She came to me 2 months ago and it made me wonder why. So I did a video and I'm glad I did. Oh, wow. The fuck is a bacterial infection? Luna Lane, what are you going through? What the fuck is a bacterial infection? What are you going through at this late night? When you are happy for everybody and nothing else and you're problematic, you seem to be happier. You have to keep on moving. Cassie settled, but people still talking, which is great. That's fine. She outed him. He's been exposed and she can go about her fucking business. And shout out to all of the fucking people who backed her up and supported her and weren't afraid about it. Okay, because Diddy ain't an R. Kelly. R. Kelly couldn't put an ounce of fear in me, man. I really feel like if he stumbled upon somebody like me, like, it'd be like the worst thing that ever happened to him. If he ever came over to the east side of Toronto, oh God, he would have ended up getting fucking tied up in a room with a fucking bucket. Okay, I'm telling you, it's sketchy on the east side. Okay, but Diddy, that's a real demon there. That's the real one, the real one. So the people who went up against him, very, very brave. I mean, you're brave to go up against any oppressor, abuser. We're not going to play that game. Shout out to Jaguar Wright for speaking about that. Everybody called her mud. And all the celebrities that went quiet, just know they went quiet because a demon like that is always going to get their hands dirty to keep them quiet. Most of those celebrities can't say anything because they were at those parties, involved in those sex crimes. Okay, they knew these girls were underage, were being trafficked. Okay, like this, it's so much darker than you guys could imagine. Which is why why Diddy settled so quickly. Because once it gets into the court and it becomes public record, all the dirty details and then all the fucking accounts and all, it's a fucking nightmare. But you already know though. You don't need it. You already know. Always sense the darkness. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I just wanted to celebrate that and shout out to Kim Porter, because I just feel like it was long overdue justice. Shout out to Aaliyah. That never set right with me either. Kobe Bryant, that never set right with me either. Who's another one? There's so many. Fuck. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, we lost a bunch of people. They're like, I'm not listening to this demon late at night. Yeah, we're gonna stop talking about them. Nipsey. Yeah, but Nipsey was killed because of the Dr. Sebi. As soon as you start trying to spread Dr. Sebi shit in a real way, they're coming for you, dog. They're coming for you. Who else did they? Lisa Left Eye Lopez was working with Dr. Sebi right before she did. Nipsey Hussle was working with Dr. Sebi right before he did. And there was a next hip hop rapper. Was it Pimp C? If you tell me Kobe was working with Dr. Sebi, or was like talking about like his work, because remember Nipsey Hussle was about to do the documentary on Dr. Sebi. Left Eye was one of the first. Yeah. Yep. Pop Smoke was not working. Pop Smoke died the way he was gonna die. You live by it, you die by it. That's a different situation. He died exactly the way he knew he was gonna die. Okay, Pop Smoke is a gangster. He lived a different lifestyle, okay, than Lisa Left Eye Lopez and fucking Kobe Bryant. Okay? Why Magic Johnson still breathing? Do you hear Magic Johnson fucking out here? I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know if he is supporting the Sebi brand, funding money so that the documentary can get out and so that the books can get out. I don't know if he's doing that. But I highly doubt it because I haven't seen the documentary yet. Princess Diana. Oh, man. They killed... The queen killed her out of sheer jealousy, man. Sheer jealousy. She was for the people. She had the power. So you're the Queen of England, but the person who has the power is this little bitch? Oh, yeah, she couldn't handle it. She fucking couldn't handle it. She's got to go. Like, real shit. And that's why her karma was what the son did. Her Princess Diana's son was like, go fuck yourself. Anyways, Diana was bigger than the throne. And then she wanted to marry royalty from, like, another nation without the permission of the... I'm curious what you think of Snoop Dogg. Okay, guys, did you see how Snoop Dogg quit while we were on live talking about coming out, quitting smoking weed? Did anybody catch that? Huh? No, seriously. I came off of live, and the first thing I saw when I go onto fucking YouTube is the Snoop Dogg post. Something's not sitting well with me with that because of the timing with the Diddy thing. Something's not sitting. There's a bunch of celebrities that are really nervous, you know, because of how Diddy got them involved without their awareness, got their hands dirty, so now they can't speak or else they would be incriminating themselves or exposing themselves for nastiness, things that they would be judged for, things that they have kept hidden. There are a lot of celebrities who've been doing all this shit. It's part of this culture, right? Where you have so much. Remember, it's already been in history. Remember what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? It was the same shit. Like, this happened. That's why we were plagued with a bunch of shit. If we don't change our ways and free the fucking people, the plagues are upon us. The plagues are upon us. If we don't, I don't want to go there either, because I just feel so triggered by the Palestine thing and how there's never been this kind of attention to Africa, to the Congo, to Rwanda, to, like, there's never been this kind of compassion and protection and defensiveness, and I've never seen it. I could be ignorant. I never seen it. And it breaks my heart, and I don't want it to make me feel cold, but it just hurts. Why so many fucking people care but will ignore. It really bothers me. So it gets me to emotionally shut down to all of it, really. Because it's like, well, if we're not really gonna, like, I want to see everyone's heart bleed. I want us to be all traumatized with these heinous fucking scenes of even in Canada, the fucking genocide on the indigenous people that is still dormant and not being discussed. That's why our premier I can't listen to him speak. You talk about Ukraine and the war, you talk about Palestine, but you still to this day, the government is still having to face the bodies of the indigenous people from the residential school to this day. I think it's at like 250,000 or something crazy, dog. But you're going to open your mouth and go and discuss war and genocide in another country? What? So I'm just so disturbed and disgusted and upset and angry, and there's a lot of rage there, like on the macro level, because I'm controlling, and if I don't feel like I can do anything about it, I'm going to get very like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do kind of energy, you know? And it's a bit like that, man. And I just know that because I'm always trying to look under the surface, right? Whatever's being presented to me, I'm going to always look through it. My brother would call me, he's like, you're a digger. And I'm like, I am a digger. He's like, you just can't stop digging. And I'm like, yeah. And this is a plan and a strategy, and social media and what we are seeing is playing a role, and it's not all dark. I feel like we read this years ago about how we were going to have to make a choice, and it's a choice not between good or evil. It's between consciousness and unconsciousness. Choosing to stay ignorant, stay asleep, not look at the truth, eat what you're fed, or to dig deeper and let your intuition tell you there's more to the story. That's not the full truth. There's more to that. Choose your consciousness, what you know, the truth. And I also channeled that the darkness would be open. It wouldn't be hidden anymore. We've lived in, everything is about, the only thing we accept socially is love and light and kindness, but we literally just live pure darkness. But it's just so funny how people insist on still faking this whole narrative of love and light. And it's not to say that is fake. That's not fake, but we have to acknowledge the authenticity of the entire range of emotions and energies that a human lives out through their soul. And it ain't all love and light. I'll tell you that. And you can't trick someone like me. You see, the cool thing with doing shadow work, when you're finally brave enough to face your own darkness, your own low vibration, your own evil ass fucking ways, you can see the darkness of anyone you fix your eyes on. You can see it. The more darkness you're willing to acknowledge in yourself, the more you're able to see outside. That's why a lot of people get rocked by darkness external to them, because they don't acknowledge their darkness within. So the universe is going to create that balance. Well, you're all love and light, then that's where your consciousness is. So you're going to attract somebody who, even if they pretend, because that's what's socially acceptable, that they're all love and light, their consciousness is actually at the other end of the polarity, which is a reflection of your darkness that you won't acknowledge. Try to help people with it, you know? And I just love how I support people in their own shadow work, but then when my shadow comes out, I get attacked for it. And it's not the majority. But it was just the last video. It was just crazy to see that. Anyways. I love you guys. I'm getting tired now, though. I think it's ready to go to bed. Tomorrow I got some shit I have to do. The fucking landlord coming to our house. I'm so tired. of dealing with these fucking landlords because the government puts they're all if you're a homeowner, you're under all this pressure and shit, and then you put it on the renter. And I rent a house. So I deal directly with the homeowner, and he's all under this fucking pressure, talking to me about his fucking I don't give a fuck. Okay? Like, so I got to deal with that tomorrow. And then hopefully me and my friend will go. She wants to, she was talking to me about some yoga class. I think that might help with like my body and just calming down without like weed and stuff like that. And maybe even help me sleep a little bit. Good night, guys. Sleep good. Have a good night. Haven't worked out in a long time too. And the my appetite and my stomach's all fucked up. I'm not doing this withdrawal thing over and over again, yo. I'm getting myself on the other side of this, and that's it. I can't keep doing this to my body. It's too much. It's too much. I just feel like you can see in my face all the love that Angel Gang gave to me. Can you see it? The Andre 3000. Somebody was just telling me, my nephew was just telling me that. About the new Andre 3000. I had the biggest crush on him back in the day. He was so fine. But after Erykah Badu had him, he just wasn't the same. You know, once Erykah gets them, you know they ain't never the same. But that's how you know you're powerful. Anybody who's with me is never the same either. I just don't think they turn out like that. But once I have you, you'll never be the same again. He's mega fine. Yeah, I like that. He's mega fine. Yeah. He's mega fine. Jesus. And you just can tell that he can just do things. You got it, Des. Thank you guys for the support. Good night. Sleep tight. Have a great Sabbath day. If you celebrate your Sabbath day tomorrow, that's your rest day where you don't work and you relax and you make it all about you and you just take time to pour into yourself before you jump back into the busy work week. Listening from Birmingham, Alabama. Yes, like the video, guys. LOL, I got work tomorrow. You got work tomorrow? Go to bed. Go to bed. Hey, Fallon. To the new blue moon. All of this resonated. I wish I could send you a voice memo. Go on Discord. Discord, we can video chat, voice memo, group chat. There's meeting rooms. Discord's great. And I don't dominate Discord with my thoughts and opinions. I do that here, but Discord is like I don't know how to describe it. Everybody just lives and communicates what they want and does what they want, you know? There's no like theme. Well, today we're going to talk about like, it's not like that. Saturday is Sabbath day. I just meant based on when you celebrate it, not based on the rules and the religion and what everybody says. I'm just saying, I mean, Sabbath day for some of you is on a Wednesday, you know? Your days off are Wednesdays and Thursdays, and so for some of you, your Sabbath day is a Wednesday, regardless. If you're resting tomorrow, if you can, take some time tomorrow, but if not, have a great day at work, guys. Okay? And I'll love you until the next time I see you. You guys already know what to do. Okay? Keep letting all beautiful parts of your integrated and in the process of integrating souls live. Love from Toronto, East Side. Hey, Atlanta. Bye, guys. Colleen from the UK. Kenya. Love from Kenya. Masoon Dede. Where's Jamaica? I know Jamaica's a small island and everything, but... All right, bye, guys.